China is hiring American AI experts. What they know might surprise you. China graduates more engineers than the United States every year. It invests billions into artificial intelligence. It has some of the world's largest technology companies. So here's the question. If China already has millions of highly educated workers, why are Chinese companies desperately trying to attract elite AI talent connected to America's technology ecosystem? What exactly do these people know that thousands of other engineers don't? And why are governments beginning to treat AI experts the same way nations once treated oil, uranium, and military secrets? The answer reveals something much bigger than a hiring trend. It reveals the real battle behind the AI revolution. And almost nobody is talking about it. Because contrary to popular belief, the AI race isn't really about technology. It's about people. To understand why, we need to start with a simple fact. Most people think AI is becoming easier. After all, millions of people can now generate images, write code, create videos, and automate tasks using tools that didn't exist a few years ago. From the outside, it looks like artificial intelligence is becoming available to everyone. But behind the scenes, something very different is happening. Building frontier AI systems is becoming harder, more expensive, and more complex than ever before. Training advanced models requires enormous computing infrastructure, massive data sets, elite research teams, and years of specialized experience. And that's where the problem begins, because there simply aren't enough people on Earth who know how to do it. Not at the highest level, not at the frontier, and everyone wants them. American companies want them, Chinese companies want them, governments want them, defense agencies want them, investors want them. Suddenly, a tiny group of researchers and engineers has become one of the most valuable resources in the global economy. Think about that. For most of history, countries competed for land. Then they competed for industrial capacity. Then they competed for oil. Now they're competing for intelligence. Not artificial intelligence, human intelligence. And nowhere is this competition more visible than in the relationship between China and the United States. For years, America dominated the world's most advanced AI research institutions. Many of the most influential breakthroughs came from universities, laboratories, and companies connected to the American technology ecosystem. The talent concentration was extraordinary. The world's best researchers often studied at the same schools, worked at the same companies, attended the same conferences, and collaborated on the same projects. That created a powerful advantage. But advantages never remain uncontested. China understood early that artificial intelligence would become a strategic technology, not just economically, politically, militarily, geopolitically. The country that masters AI could unlock massive productivity gains, accelerate scientific discovery, strengthen national security, and shape the future of entire industries. The stakes couldn't be higher. So China invested heavily, universities expanded AI programs, research institutions grew rapidly, technology giants increased spending, billions flowed into the ecosystem. Yet despite all this investment, one challenge remained: elite talent. Because training thousands of engineers is difficult, training world-class AI pioneers is something else entirely. Those individuals are rare, and rare things become valuable. This explains a strange phenomenon happening right now. The world's most advanced AI experts are no longer treated like ordinary employees. They're treated like strategic assets. Companies fight over them. Governments monitor them. Recruiters chase them. Some receive compensation packages that would have been unimaginable just a decade ago. Why? Because one exceptional researcher can save years of development. One breakthrough can create billions in value. One innovation can shift the balance of an entire industry. And that's where the story becomes personal. Because while governments are competing for AI talent, most people are focused on something completely different. They're asking whether AI will take jobs, whether AI will replace workers, whether AI will transform industries. Those are important questions. But they miss a deeper reality. The biggest divide of the next decade may not be between countries. It may not even be between companies. It may be between people who understand AI and people who don't. History offers a warning. Every major technological revolution created enormous opportunities, but it also created winners and losers. The Industrial Revolution did. The Internet did. The smartphone era did. Artificial intelligence will be no different. The people who learned early gained advantages that compounded for years. The people who ignored the shift often found themselves reacting instead of leading. And that's exactly why the battle for AI talent matters. Because it tells us how the world's most powerful institutions see the future. They're not acting as if AI is a temporary trend. They're acting as if it's the foundation of the next economic era, an era where knowledge becomes more valuable than labor, where innovation becomes more valuable than resources, and where intellectual capital becomes one of the most important forms of power on Earth. That's why China wants elite AI talent. That's why America wants to keep it. And that's why this story isn't really about recruitment. It's about the future of economies, the future of work, the future of global power, the future of opportunity. The AI race is often described as a competition between machines. But that's not what's happening. Behind every breakthrough is a human being, a researcher, an engineer, a scientist, someone whose ideas become technology, someone whose knowledge becomes leverage, someone whose expertise shapes the future. And that may be the most important lesson of all. The countries competing for AI dominance have already figured out that technology alone isn't enough. Talent is the real bottleneck. Talent is the real advantage. Talent is the real prize. The question is whether the rest of the world realizes it yet. Because while billions of people are watching the AI revolution unfold, a small group of people is quietly building it, and nations are competing to make sure those people build it for them.